It's your girl. Yes, you rocking out with me. I'm Karina Fort, and this is Karina's Forte. Look, we got another doozy for you. Stay tuned, and we're going to get into it. All right? Boy, the streets is talking. Streets is always talking. Now, there's so many things. We always got to start off with our illustrious president. Old Trumpy, he just be mad at everything. Like, to me, he's running the country like he's on The Apprentice. He's so worried about things that he really shouldn't even be thinking about. Like petty things. Like, it's like he's watching TikTok and getting in on it. I don't like her jeans. She wasn't that cute in those jeans. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? We got better things to worry about, like the economy. Shitty. You worried about, things that he shouldn't be involved in, especially like entertainment. He should definitely not be involved in that at all. Because one of the craziest things he's done, well, not really the craziest things he's done. There's so many. Like, I don't think there's a top one. But now, just recently, the other day, he fired the BLS lady. Yes, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. He's mad because the numbers she came out, he felt like fake news, it's wrong, because it didn't highlight him. What it really showed is how shitty he is of a president. Okay? See, because the fourth quarter of last year, of 24, the job rate was at 7.8. Like, it was high, right? So come July 30th, 25, we have a job loss of 7.3. That means between last year and this year, only 30,000 people were able to keep their job out of 7.8 million jobs. You can't make this shit up. So he fires the lady because she's not giving the numbers he wants her to have. It's crazy. It's just like, because him and Elon no longer have that bromance, he got to talk to the governors of certain states like Texas and say, hey, we need a break. You're going to have to cheat because we don't have Elon anymore. So now they redistrict their area so that the Democrats have less votes and they pick up 5 more seats. It is bananas, y'all. And yeah, California said, hey, you going to do that? Psst, we can give that same energy. We could do the same thing. And they gonna do it. But the thing that's crazy about this Texas governor, I like to call him Willie. His name is Greg Abbott, but, my girl Jasmine Crockett called him Willie. That's a good name for his ass. For a man to be handicapped, he damn sure is evil. So now, the Democrats are like, all right, you gonna do this? And you guys just gonna change, redistrict? Well, why the hell we need to be here? So they are missing in action. So now he's calling to have warrants for them. Their arrest. For what? Because they went on vacation? Because they left the state? They can't do that. So now that he knows he can't do that, you know what he's doing now? Now what he's doing is having the Texas Rangers do background checks on them. They work for the government. Everybody's had a background check. They know all their dirt, and they still brought them into office. You understand what I'm saying? But the Democrats are just like, do what you may. You want to change things up? We can do things too. And it's about time the Democrats start getting more grittier. You need to be gritty out here in these streets because, like I said, he's running our country like he's on The Apprentice. It's just bananas. Things that this guy does is crazy. And then he got a nerve I told you about the Charlemagne thing. So Charlemagne clapped back on him, right? And gave him Donkey of the Day. He deserved it. He needed to be Donkey of the Day because why are you talking about Charlemagne the God? You just blew him up even more, right? You don't even know what you gave him because the president went for you is big now. You know what I mean? So he was just like, look, I don't care who's in office. I really honestly just want you to win. But you need to stop doing other things and stay focused. You need to stay focused, he said. And he's right. The president, your ass needs to stay focused, like focusing on our economy. And then he threw in, yeah, and focusing on that Epstein report. And then to top it all off, right? He was like, happy birthday to the best president we ever had, Barack Hussein Obama. Happy birthday, bruh. You know he was mad. Man, he was mad. If he could fire him, he would. You know what I mean? But he can't. You know, money talks. It's just a lot. That right there is probably one of the craziest things, you know. Anywho, now we're past him, right? Because he takes up everybody's news timeline for the stupid, ludicrous things he does every single day. My God. Anywho, in other news, Diddy trying to get out of jail, boy, because they knocked down all his counts to just 2. And they were like 2 prostitution counts. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, 2 prostitution related charges. And so now he's saying inhumane treatment and all of this because he's been in there about 10 months. You know, actually 11 months, I think, this month. Because I believe he went in September of 24. So anyway, he's trying to get out or whatever like that on bail. And now they're saying, oh, he's a danger to society. I'm saying, like, nah, he got too much damn information. That's why they ain't trying to let his ass out. So he won't be sentenced now that he doesn't know until October 3rd. So then they'll take it from there. But what they was trying to do and what they're doing now is 2 different things. Anybody else, any one of us would have been out on bail for a lot of things. But they say he's a danger. You know, and most people are saying, like, they don't give a shit because of what he has done to women with abusing them and this, that, and the other. I mean, I agree with them feeling some type of way because, yeah, a man that puts his hands on a woman is a sucker anyway. You know what I mean? Now, unless the lady, you know, there's some big ladies, unless the lady put the 2-piece in the biscuit on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, fellas, at that point, you might want to forget what your mama said because she didn't blacken your eyes. She brushed your lip up. Might have to shake her or something. I'm just playing. These are all jokes, you guys. I do not condone violence, especially against women and children. Yeah, men, I don't want you to get abused either. I'm playing. I don't want to see anyone get abused. Like I said, violence is definitely not the answer. But anywho, that situation is crazy. Should he have been out on bail a long time ago? He should have. You know, they let the Abercrombie and Fitch guys go, but they didn't let him go. You know, and the Abercrombie and Fitch guys actually had a real network. They were racketeering everything. We ain't gonna hear about that because you know they ain't gonna mess with them because you already know this is they ain't gonna let them go. They'll let them go and do whatever they gotta do, but they ain't let Diddy go. Plus he got information. He got mad receipts. So that's always going to be a problem. And now on the other end of this type of thing, we need to talk to Shannon Sharp. Come on, Shannon. Cat Williams gave you the interview of your life last year. Sparked you off. You made all of this money. You got all of this fame. And then I don't understand. Why did you just let this lady, this young girl, she pimped you, bro. Now she got over 20 mil in her pocket. You had her retire from OnlyFans. What? You heard what Cat Williams said. I think white women are just as great as anybody else. But I'm afraid of them. Because they can take your rabbit ass down 2 weekends. He was right. Shannon should be a lesson to you fellas. Just because it's young, don't mean it's that good or worth it. Anywho, that's what the streets is talking about. Say it with my chest. Say it with my chest. So, I'm going to say this with my chest. Not too long ago, R&B singer Ari Lennox, beautiful singer, beautiful woman, chocolate, black skin, beautiful. She actually vented that she was like mad at the Martin show. And it was like why would she be mad at one of the best black comedic sitcoms ever? Like why? She was mad because she thought Pam, who is brown skin, was disrespected more than Gina, who is light skinned. And I know in our communities, people of color, there is a such thing as the lighter skinned people being treated better, and the darker skinned people being treated worse, right? But this is comedy. People, a lot of times we doing way too much. Way too much. Does she have valid points in maybe feeling that way because she's dark skinned? Yeah, but dark skin been like the end thing for the last 10 years. They didn't made light skin go out of style. Drake really made light skin go out of style. Acting like a baby. Being a sore loser. But what I'm saying is we're probably always gonna have that, which is wild. You know what I mean? But to say that sitcom it was targeting dark skinned women, that's ridiculous. Look, people, in 2025, you have to be able to take a joke. You really do. Because I teach comedy. So what I tell my students is that nothing is off limits. In comedy, nothing is off limits. You could talk about anything. However, you should have a moral compass. Okay? Now, and when you do say things that's against the grain, they can't be funny. They must be hilarious. Hilarious. But we really need to learn how to take a joke because right now everybody's so damn tense. I understand what we're going through and the world is crazy. Just like the black diaspora wars, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And then the stuff with the president, the deportations, immigration, all of this. Nobody really wants to see anybody suffer. At least I know that's how I grew up. I don't want to see anyone suffer, but at the same time, we have to learn to laugh, especially now more than ever, because laughing is good for your soul. So for her to take it that personal, that means she watched it at the time, she was insecure. Because I know she ain't insecure now. The song she be singing and how fine she is. Come on now, sister girl. It wasn't that serious. I kind of wish she would have never said that. Because a lot of times we talk about certain things and the media takes it a whole nother way because it's quote unquote black on black crime almost. But you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times there needs to be like conversations on our shows or our podcasts. Yeah, come on here, Lenny. Come on, Lennox. You can come right on over here, Ari. I'll treat you good, girl. Believe me. But the whole thing is we need to learn to laugh a lot more. This is a lot. And yeah, the light skin, dark skin thing is old and tired, and it should be dead. Just so you know, just because you are lighter skin doesn't mean you're attractive. There's a lot of ugly ass light skinned people out there. I'm just saying. These ain't jokes. This is for real. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. We can't go on that. The thing is this. When you are secure in who you are, it doesn't matter your skin tone. It really doesn't. You can be beautiful on the outside and be shitty on the inside. So let's be beautiful from the inside out and not worry about what other people think. Because this is the day and age where people are trying to push you down and make you feel less than. And if they can push that button, they're going to bing, 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 bing. They're going to kill it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. I had to say it with my chest. Well, Well, it's that time where we must go, go, go. I know. Time to go already. Yep, but I always leave you with a jewel. There's so many things to talk about, right? But I think the biggest thing now is grace. Giving people grace. A lot of times you never know what somebody's going through. And they may not be willing to discuss it because most people are private. Because as soon as you say something to one person, they done told the whole world, right? So you keep it to yourself. And maybe talk to your higher power. You know what I mean? But you have to give grace to other people because that's the same grace that you need or you would like somebody to have. We need to really slow down and think about these things because the world is in such a spin. Everybody's, If you believe in who you believe in, then you must know you're going to be all right. Everything's going to work out how it's supposed to be, no matter what. So don't fret. It's all going to work out. I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and give grace.